Hello everyone, and welcome back to Guild Wars 1. So now then, we're actually in a new area. Does this mean I need to speak to people? Or is it still... Yep, this is still Northern territory technically. We're not in Char territory. Which reminds me though, isn't really any outposts really in here. Except one. Oh, we need to go speak to Ulfrun. Long Eye.
Never anger a Norn.
What's that? That was very good. That ragtag bunch of humans passed through here not too long ago. Might have that fight chart. Got no problem with that, just as long as they don't do it here. There's a fight downhill a few nights ago, southeast of here. Well, I heard there was a large battle. Keep your eyes open. Looks like you find some gear and weapons you could scavenge. If you find nice hats, let me know. Well, at least he has his priorities set. Just thought about that. Why is there no bonus hats? There's a bonus hammer. There's technically a bonus sword, which came with the Eye of the North thing. Why no bonus hats? Oh well. It's the one thing that always bothered me about Guild Wars 1. The 5 different types of bows. You have your long bow, your short bow, your curved bow, your horn bow, flat bow, you know, not horn bow, recurve bow. Do you need that many types of bows? No, you don't. What's the Vancouver? Hero, I know you. Not sure I get this out of the way. Your deeds are known to me. Your trouble's my own. Time has come for me to leave the shadows and make myself known to you.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
I've watched you for a long time, Peter Mansfield. It's good to finally come face to face. So who are you? Bear's not my real name, but you may call me that. Okay.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
You've been watching me? I don't know. Your great deeds have attracted my attention. That's all. Besides, you wouldn't want a man that stashes myself looking just off
What
stage.
news?
What's that news that you do? Know this, know that. I'm mostly doing information. I amuse myself with odd jobs. I know it suits me to assist you, Evan Franco, in the comfort of the tour. Unless those Freud mysteries come up with a better offer than my current employers. Okay, so odd jobs, how are we talking? You name it, I've done it. I've been from here to the Jade Sea and back again. Both the jungles of the Magoon survived the selfish waste of the desolation. You know the merchant princess of Abbey personally, and Emperor Kisuo of Catholic Army friend. I've been a baker, scholar, cook, a merchant, and a guard, just to name a few. I'm the eyes, the ears, and the shadow terrier. Well, aren't you just... What's the word I'm looking for? For yourself.
Who goes
There
there?
we go. So what's your favorite color? Sage green, why?
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Oh, so by the way, later he's a collector. I think he wants, what was it, 250 superb char carvings for the Master of the Mosaic. Which was fun, because I had to spend a lot on that for my assassin. So here's where we work on getting our title up so we can actually use that. Problem though is there's totally not enough Ascalon Evan Vanguard quest. But I like the Char Homelands because it's so pre-Ascalon like. The colors and the such. Like, it's so pre-Ascalon like. Well, you could go investigate things like the tattered Vanguard clothing and all of that, but I'll just stretch you over here. This is where we should go. These scouts are, I'd say, somewhat decent. Just because there's a lot of dervishes. And dervishes are sometimes decent for paper because, you know, Sniper attacks hit 3 enemies. Usually. Going, click on the Vanguard helmet. Don't need to worry about the ravens and all that. Just, you did a great battle trip twice for this. Although you're better in person. Vanguard helmet. Then Vanguard different close. You should think about more close. Do a whole thing helmet.
There was a great fight here, and recently.
This is Captain Langmar's helmet. The Ebon Vanguard fell here. Those damn savages killed them all.
Gwen, I know what you're going through.
No, you don't. These animals took everything from me. My parents, my home, my freedom. The Ebon Vanguard were my friends, my fellow warriors.
Do you forget I'm from Ascalon too?
The Char have taken them as well.
Taken may be the operative word. There are not enough corpses.
You're right, Vec. There's only a handful of dead bodies. How large was Captain Langmar's force?
About 40, men and women.
So there are survivors. Prisoners, most likely.
Death is better than being a prisoner of the Char. We must make those animals pay. We must go after them.
Then you're in luck, Buka. It sounds like they're coming to us.
So against the Char, because, you know, why not? Find ways to weaken the Char garrison. Also, one thing that always bothers me. I just realized, I haven't mentioned this about the fires and all, is there's no bonus missions to things. It's just usually straightforward to do the missions done. Like prophecies, factions, Nightfall are all both out both levels. Bonuses, mastery, all that. Yeah, like prophecies introduce bonus missions to missions, right? Factions introduce new things in a speed consistent way to get mastery, which basically involves basically standard expert master rewards. Or whatever it is. I forgot what it is. Is it standard expert mastery? But yeah, basically that. And then Nightfall basically went on both sides went Prophet's route of having a bonus, but bonus that could be done to bonuses that could be basically done half-assed, so you only get like expert reward for doing like one part of the bonus, or master reward for doing all parts of the bonus. For example, appears a char supply cards. Oh, so... Ooh. Oh, that's good. Garage. Oh, those you guys. So hey, remember how, yeah, I haven't really been too much of this. Yeah, like compared to Prophecies, there really hasn't been much of this, the whole carry You need to carry shit thing. Oh, so move back to that spot. Destroy the watchtowers. Just love down there too. Just in case we need it. Oh, we will need it. Okay. You know, I'm not pressing the right one. Oh shit. Yep, I wasted that one. You assholes. Screwed me up. Screwed me up. So let's go and use this one here on this thing. Grab the one that you dropped. Take it with them. Take out that. Then go back to the screwed me up. Oh well, let's go back and grab this jar of explosive. Look lively, our lunch has arrived. Yeah, about that, by the way. Charge seems backwards. And then blows up. So you can get the charge garrison strength down to about half. Which still is not bad. I mean, you could technically ignore it, but there's no reason not to ignore it. It's not like you get bonus objectives for... Because I just mentioned the whole lack of bonuses. It's not like you get bonus objectives for fighting in them at full strength or anything. Hit me with the meters. See what happens to you. Now here's the thing, I actually like the chart of this in Eye of the North from just a tactical standpoint. They don't feel, you know, completely overpowered. They don't feel completely as weak as they did in the Prophecy. So they're like a good balance. Our fire ring is a little bit threatening, because we use still about firestorm. So that's first priority. Dominators is the second priority, so they don't ready to grab things. Deep freeze. Yep. I was gonna say he's gonna deep freeze me, isn't he? He's gonna hit everyone. Yeah, how about yeah. And it's about walk along circles. We don't take orders from Craig. And we don't walk like no fight. Yeah, well, about that. as much as we could do from out here. Let's make our way to the camp. Yeah, no charcoal ovens. Yeah. What is the chore after talk? That's the thing that started back in Nightfall, technically. But the chore actually talk. Before it's just roar. One of the Vanguard captains, what have you done to them? Start your way through my camp and demand information from me. But you'll find no answers here, only death. Perhaps you should jog his memory before weapons. Answer the question now. For now. You dare speak to me as an equal? The shamans command you. And we command you to die. Looks like they're not going to cooperate. So here's the thing, you don't even have to do it. Harvest is still running, so you have to do. He's gets by himself, by the way, though. He's also as soon as you get him, to try to capture Viper Spirit from him is next to impossible. Also time to meet my favorite Eye of the North here.
A lot of dead char, but no sign of the Ebon Vanguard.
Aye, I can see why the girl hates them. They fight well. And dirty.
Come, that Buka girl has gone crazy.
Die, you mongrel!
Gwen, what are you doing?
I'm doing my job. Killing Char.
You are a brave little mouse. Unlock the door and see how brave you are.
Just shut up and die!
Kill me, and you'll never see your friends alive.
Hold on, Gwen.
Why? He's a Char. No better than the rest.
The Char you killed are no friends of mine, Mouse. They captured my warband and your precious soldiers. Both are marked for death.
What do you mean? Speak clearly or I'll let her finish the job.
The Char here were members of the Shaman caste. They led us into worshipping false gods. My warband disagreed with the shamans, and they were captured, as were your people.
He's lying. All Char are evil.
Some of us are more evil than others.
What happened to the others?
I want a deal, mate.
What happened to our people?
I need your aid to rescue my people. You need mine to find yours.
And we can trust you?
No. But if the mouse kills me, you'll lose the chance.
I like him.
All right. Let him out.
No!
We have a deal, Char. But I'll be watching you.
I Empire Fish Shot. Your enemies are mine.
You try anything, and I will personally gut you.
I would expect no less from one such as you.
So let's Gwen's defense. She has a reason to hate Char. I mean, she was a prisoner of the Char, tortured, slaved, almost killed several times over. Yeah, she has a reason to, you know, hate the Char. Then there's of course ArenaNet feel that, oh yeah, the Char just trying to take back Ashkelon because it belongs to them. Yeah, but they then went and tried to take Ore and Kryta and all that, so... But yeah, the Char are an evil race. Sure, we can try to justify them as good because now they were led by the shamans and worship the Titans. The Titans showed them to go murder everything and help take back their lands from the humans and all that. But still, the Char are an evil race. You can't justify them and what they've done.
Tread carefully, meat.
If we were to find your Ebon Vanguard, we must first rescue my warpland. I have fought alongside them since birth. Like me, they have been branded as heretics by Hereford Burntso, who sent the Charged Shaman Scorched Maulclaw to hunt us. My warband is now held by Maulclaw's chief torturer, Flame Master Malter. Germans once led us in worshipping the Titans, but with the death of those false gods, they now seek to install a new set of deities, the beasts you call Destroyers. Scorch's base is at Doom Lord Shrine. No peace of you. Rescue my friends and we may find where Burntso has taken yours. I mean, the problem though is when I first got this, I was like, cool, I can have a Charge the hero, but wait, he's a ranger. What am I gonna do with a ranger? But honestly, I can do a lot with a ranger. But hey. It also means he's one of those heroes that I'm gonna have to go equip with stuff too. Also, we have reached this point where we have, yeah, we're getting 1,000 Vanguard points. We need to go to get that thing. But first we need to get Doomlord Shrine. Like, we need to get Doomlord Shrine, then we need to go back to the Eye, get our title benefits. Speaking of that, do we need to go back to the menagerie and get pets for everyone? Of course, why am I not? So yeah, we might replace Lord Vader or Pill for a while, but I forget when we get Pill exactly. Oh, so we want to go up here, past this hill. Okay, fine, we'll have to them at the hill. highly salvageable. Did you see that over there? This here is one of the fun things about the Char homelands. Siege devourers. Taking that. Let's go out. This. And now we're siege devourers. Yeah. 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 Kapoosh. Yeah. Get back, hill. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there's the thing. Yeah. Can't open that. Yeah. Thanks. Char Hunter Beast. Char Hunter Beast is after this. But we dazed it and then murdered it. By the way, sorry, I lost a lot of my energy though, but we took them out. Yay.
So where are your friends, Char?
Run! Bonmore! Show your mangy hides!
Just walked out of a tree.
We didn't see them.
And you wouldn't, unless they wanted it that way.
Yeah, Char apparently knows stealth.
Pyre, you should be dead.
That was the Hierophant's plan. It didn't take.
And now you're reduced to working with meat. How the son of Vatlaw has
I
fallen.
remember him.
Watch. He's going to turn on us now that his friends are here.
Is this your warband, Pyre?
I am Gron Fierceclaw. This is Bonwar Fiercebleed.
Who else of the band lives?
Seer, Cowl, Roan. The priests have taken them below.
Then we must follow. I'll need you two to stand watch out here, Gron.
We can't let them go!
I thought you didn't like having my friends around, Mouse.
Give me an excuse and I will cut you down. You and your friends.
Gwen, stand down. Pyre, We want to recover our men.
And you will. But for the moment, you must trust me just a bit longer. We must work together.
I mean, we can't just go rescue them. We need organize it. Besides, then there's only people again. So I tried running into the same group several times. Over. That was a high bond war.
The Char shall rule.
Rawr. But yeah, you can see what we have to do. Problem though is, I don't think we get Pale until after the Nets thing, so yeah, I think I'll do the Nets mission first, probably. Cause I want Pale.
You look weak.
I enjoyed watching you torture Freddy Mouse. Like our humans, you more than just walking, smiling meal. I was impressed by the ruthless way you handled my destroyer-worshipping kindred. Almost. Given that since we were newly weaned cubs, I would kill for him. Let's hope for your sake, meat, that you do not fall from Pierre's favor. Also, I want to point out, I did like the way Char were handled in Guild Wars 2. The whole, you start with a ward bandit, all that, but then they screwed everything up. See? I have so many issues with Guild Wars 2, I think. The economy, the living story, stuff that you have to pay for because you missed it. Oh, what else? The way everything's all happy and nice with Char and humans and stuff. Well, it's basically like, it's calm enough. But one thing I really disliked was how the how the main story in Guild Wars 2 went. Cause here's the thing, it started perfectly fine. I liked how it started with well, you have choices and your choices you made in your character creation after you played the things, like, did you choose to join this thing? Like, were you Blood Legion, Iron Legion? And that affects people you meet and people in your war band and all of that. Like, I like that. Then it got stupid. Because that was fine. I was perfectly happy with that. But then it's like, well, now you have to join one of these orders. Do you join the Order of the Whispers, German's Priory, I forgot what the third one was called. Which, by the way, I only really liked the Order Whispers because Tybalt. Tybalt was probably one of my favorite NPCs in Guild Wars 2. Him and his apples. But yeah. Then the problem though is, after that you're just tossed into the whole, shit, what were they called? I can't remember, it's been too long. The whole, main order that's uniting all the factions to fight against the dragons. Yeah. And Traherne. Oh god. Traherne and his... Well, this doesn't bode well. Like, I did not like Traherne. And I did not like the fact that basically you go from all these choices to... Well, here's a few choices on your direction of things, but... Basically, you're no longer really in charge. This is Traherne's story, and you're just helping him. It's like, but I think it was called The Pact or something. But it's like, this is now to her story. It's no longer your story. You're just here to help along the way. It's like, what the hell? It was going so well until you got up to the factions part where it's like, oh yeah, well, you join one of these three and then you have to make these choices and follow things. Like, I would have been fine just sticking with, you know, back with the, like, warband choices and stuff like that. Stuff that felt like my personal story, not the game's personal story. Like, it just went downhill from there. Like, I get why they had to make it so it all leads up to the final confrontation with the dragon and all that, but it just, I didn't like it. Because it's like, it just lost its personal style. It's like, well, now you're just default person. Well, technically you're second in command, but still, you're just default person in the pact. That's all you are. Same with everyone else now. Anyway, so here's the thing. There's two
You may be useful.
dungeon things, so.
I'm not impressed.
Oh, so he's a merchant. Yeah, a merchant. But first,
I'm not impressed.
so we raise respect. Let's go do this just so we unlock Peel. Then we can go deal with other things, like the menagerie and... Oh, I forgot to... Shit, I forgot to grab the thing, didn't I? Damn. Oh well, we could get afterwards. This is the cathedral frames, the power base for the shaman cast. And the witless farmers, the captured members of my warband, should be inside. Should be inside. This dungeon's not terrible. Well, dungeon, mission, whatever you want to say. Well, this is the mission part, but not the actual dungeon part. Or you probably shouldn't fight though, just say. Probably bad for your fight, especially with the mission. And yeah, what did I say? Probably shouldn't fight both groups. Is that Joe right there? Oh no, not you. Immediately. Okay. This is not good. They're 100% potential dangerous. They have a lot of potential AoE. Mostly around themselves, like Inferno, stuff like that. Now see, in hard mode we would die though, probably, because that's buying off way more than we should. There's the thing, Blade Masters aren't really that threatening, because they have charge. They don't have blades. But the ones that are actually with black and white sword, those ones are a lot more threatening, because they have 100 blades. Which is not ideal to be fighting. Oh, it's backfire. Yay, back. Oh, so they disabled. Nice. Yeah. So more probably Blade Storms, the first priority. Then probably the Axe Masters. And then the... what else? Then the Blade Masters. And then there's no Charged Hammer, sadly. Oh, so that prison guard? See the prison guard? Murder the prison guard. Because he's gonna try to make a run. Murder him before he makes a run for it. It's a lot more easy. See what I do? A lot more easy. Because murder him before he makes escape for it. He does lure everyone out. And it all works out. Oh, so high. They're gonna make a break for it though. Sadly, they're gonna get away too. Oops. 7. Barb. The coast is. And then it's wild. Fight the spirit. Paint a birder. Barbs. That's right. Char Seekers are just basically upgrades for Char Stalkers. Which Char Stalkers are no longer really that threatening at this point. This group though is potentially dangerous because 2 barbs. So you just want to hit them with, wow. Reduce potential damage, focus and move, away attack. Let's move up. Also for self-filtering. Did you bring these human slaves to carry power hit? Although they launch. Times have changed, they don't conceal themselves of their own free will. So it seems we fight together. Cow and Rowan are held further below. Let's not waste any more time. See, that's pretty accepting of things. Like, sure they might be a bit about things, but they're accepting of things. It's like, oh, so we're working with humans now. Oh well. I might not like it, but I'm not going to question it. Well, Gwen's like, why are we working with the Char? I hate Char. Murder the Char. We can't work with the Char. The Char are evil. Well, ArenaNet is like, yes and no. After 250 years, come on, you can make peace with them. Come on. Yeah, that's like saying like, oh yeah, maybe 250 years from now we could accept the Nazis as not evil. Like, sure they did some good things, but they did a lot of evil things too. That's not progressive thinking. You need to think past things. Yeah, well, if they do evil things, they shouldn't really be forgotten and be like, oh yeah. Then that should be justified. No, they're not. They nuked entire frickin' kingdom. The actions are not justified. Char are evil. And yet, for some reason I like them because, well, you know, something about me being neutral evil. Go figure. I was gonna say shouldn't still be here too. No, this section of the dungeon sort of sucks, especially in hard mode, because there was a lot of potential groups. Like right here, this here's 2 groups technically. They can get even worse if you accidentally hack with other groups. 4. But yeah, if you can get a good multi-nuke in the hill, it really evens things out. But in hard mode, this really sucks because, I mean, you have this group, that group. Oh, it's painful, it's painful, it's painful, it's painful. So the prison guard, by the way, painful. He interrupted my pain. Oh well, at least he instantly melted that. But yeah, the pain interrupter uses something that really makes pain. I mean, the short prison guard uses something that really makes pain. Oh, but those guys are standing. Why are they standing? I don't understand. Oh hi, the prison guard's back. Apparently the border is all. But yeah, that's fucking rage. Wait. Wait. I was suspecting to say I have 2 keys and I was gonna be like, wait a second. How did that work? Kyle Fairstein, you managed to be, I thought for sure the shaman who killed you by now. I'm gonna make a grand special for my execution, otherwise I would have been slaughtered days ago. Lucky you're still with me, Lord. That's very well, Cal. So by the way, you're starting to see a pattern here, aren't you? There's Fairstein, Cal Fairstein. There's Warman. There's another potentially dangerous amount of people. Also, the serious group is hard to fight and hard to move because they had a bunch of bombs that kept me fighting. There were at least 2 or 3 dominators in that group. They're being tedious to fight. Anyway. Flame shower. Priority targets. Priority targets. Priority targets. Once you get the priority targets targeted. But yeah, there's... The thing is, my trip and nuking isn't that ideal, but when it works, it works. And when you get the AI just standing there, well, meteors hit them, firestorm hits them, and Sonic hits them. It's pretty impressive. Like, one of my ideal teams would be like having at least 4 elementalists, massively dropping all of that on the groups. But, you know, elementaries are squishy. So it helps having a menu master that can, you know, help provide covering support, along with how these pets are actually useful, just because they distract. And distracting is pretty useful. So you can fight your way through this. You can totally fight your way through this, or you could just go through the door. I hope no one dies on the way to the door. It's a totally viable option to just go through the door. Also, of course, there is the question of how is there a charter ritual? Aren't riches a faction class? Don't riches have to be chained from factions? I mean... Also, here's a... Yeah, it's like, which one do you focus on? All the There's them all threats. Technically. Yeah, more rituals or technically, factions class. Profession, I mean. Time for a rage. Yeah, see? Wasn't that cute? It was like number 0 to kill. Also, you know what? Here's a weird thing about this. It doesn't make sense to me. Ready for this? Just suddenly try to have resurrection seconds. It's very... wait, what? We've been playing have had resurrection segments. Yet these ones just suddenly now have resurrection segments. It's like, wait, why? Oh, so for some reason those trees are on fire now. I don't know why those trees are on fire now. But those trees are on fire now. Oh, so hi, Roan. I was looking forward to showing the armor off your corpse. Another day, Joe, another day. So, boop. Hurricane versus contributions, because, yeah, don't do something stupid like that. So my favorite heart is a monk. I forget if he's I don't think he's a healing monk. I think he's more of a smiting monk. Yeah, then even Blade Man does not have resurrection. I don't know why they just suddenly start having resurrection. Bit confusing. Like, they didn't on the second floor, really. And now they just suddenly have resurrection signals. Like, on the second floor of all those groups, wouldn't it make sense for they have resurrection signals to just pop those out? Oh, so this one's hard to actually catch because he's gonna run like again. He's just gonna run. And here's where I wish I did something there. But I don't. So that means we're going to fight these magnets. Hi, Charger. Know what to run now. What's that? Don't have to fight? What's that? Barb's just a superior skin. Now then, we're almost done with this dungeon. Mission, whatever you want to consider it. There's numerous pathways that you could explore, but you don't really need to. Confusing. It's very confusing. Forget if these groups are going to pull in or not. They might. They might, but it could be bad. Because, by the way, all we really need to do is kill these two mobs. Flame Master mobs. All we have to do. Oh, to try it. But in those short effigies are really pain. Alright, they did something.
You have freed my warband.
And now that we have, you don't need us anymore, right?
I made a bargain. I shall keep it.
So the Char do have honor.
Honor be damned. A poor warrior abandons his best weapons. Gron, what have you brought for us?
You missed this one the first time through. You're getting sloppy.
You and your pets will pay for this, fear shot.
Probably, but not today. Where are the humans?
Why should I tell you, traitor?
I'll hobble you. I'll stake you out in the sun. Then I'll turn you over to the mouse here. She likes to hurt Char.
Just give me half a chance.
The meat, the humans, are in the south, in the Saknoth Valley. The Hierophant means to feed them to our new gods.
Those are not gods.
Do you think we care? What matters is that others think they are.
I know the valley he speaks of. Have you heard enough?
More than enough.
Then release me. I'll head north, away from here. I want no part of your petty vengeance.
You forget. You are part of my petty vengeance.
You killed him. Even though he told you what we wanted to know.
He tried to bargain from a position of weakness.
Exactly.
He was a fool.
You are savage, treacherous animals.
You know nothing of my people.
See, I'd say Pill is... I'm not sure you'd say neutral evil, but he's definitely neutral something. Like, he's not lawful. He's not chaotic. But he's somewhere in that neutral aspect. Like, he's using us for his benefit right now.
The Char shall rule.
Now to break into the Hillfront stronghold. We know small feat very much, Vader. This will take planning and a Char-like commitment to incessant. Are you prepared to do what must be done to see good? First go speak with Steel Fishing. He has a powerful siege run. You must learn to use in the upcoming battle. There'll be other tasks. Try to quit without wanting to move loudly. I can't stand the sound you humans make when you're unhappy. Well, I'll be right back. I will be back. So, first things first. We had to lie to the north. Secondly, we're going to need to drop everyone. We're going to want Pill, Camus, Dora. I mean, Dora got not terrible, but we go here. So where's our Pill? Because Pill probably has my actual build that I'm going to be using. Well, no, is we need to change this. Immediately just change this. Actually, you could technically set it down to that. No, that's not... That doesn't balance out properly. This gives us 0, so yeah, use that. Okay, so first things first, we need runes for him. Secondly, charm animal. So here's what... And we saved these just for him, didn't we? Or it's like I planned this out. I still have one of those though, don't I? I forget who I was gonna give that to. Anyway, so you have to... I mean, it's not terrible, but... Thing is, the poisonous doesn't really help him at all. But I don't think I can actually place the poisonous on it, to be honest. Even if I did want to. Because, like, we could technically do this. Where is it? Could technically use applied poison instead of rapid fire. I mean, it is a thing, but poison's very... Like how poison tips signet's actually not terrible. Poison arrow's not bad because it's rapid fire, like you could just pew 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 pew. But that would cost a lot of energy. Like poison tip signet is tempting. Like I'm pretty sure my ranger standard, yeah. Definitely use it. But with ranger standard is barrage gets rid of rapid fire, which is unfortunate. Like it's almost tempting in a way. But it's like, what would you replace? So, meh, whatever, he's fine. As is. So now we need to go back over here to our storage. And see about things. Put some iron in here. Let's see. Die trader.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
I'm afraid you're going to have to buy this. No, it's worth my time. So, hey, purple's gone back down. White's not too bad, but still no black dye. Like, black dye just doesn't exist, apparently. I haven't even seen black dye drop in a while. It's like it just doesn't exist.
Are you still here?
Yes, I'm still here. Where else do you think I've gone? I should probably see the merchant first. Merchant, I need to sell things.
What
but
news?
Not that. Okay. Spy Club. Screw that. Char armor, screw that. Can't sell his thing. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. This hornbow. No, go away. And then, runes.
Are you still here?
Oh, so I should probably do this. Boop. Could make him a ranger tours like all those other ones, but yeah, no. Oh, and Beastmaster's going up even more. Because here's the thing. I actually like the Beastmaster's thing, probably the most. Because, I mean, it's just a constant plus 10 armor so long as your pet's alive. Which, why wouldn't your pet be alive? Your pet should be alive all the time, unless it's... well, for the majority of the time. Well, that's just it's very situational on those, like... So if you really want to be tactical, you'd have numerous armor sets, like... well, this one here is good against fire, this one is good against frost, so if I go into this area, I'll be effective against that. But that's stupid. It's very situational. So I just get stuff that's pretty standard for, you know, what I should be using that for. Spare marksmanship, because why wouldn't you? Minor expertise or minor wilderness supply. Oh shit, now's why I'm confusing myself. What did I decide? You. Minor expertise. I mean, yeah, okay. Boop. And then what sucks? Sure. It is clarity, right? Yep, it is clarity. Freaking ruins clarity. That's going up to 7 again. Major figures apparently disappeared completely. If there's minor figures, there's no major figure runes. Anyway. I mean, technically Ranger armor already has plus 30 armor against elemental damage anyway. So, putting it against... so technically...
welcome, friend.
This here is all just overkill, because they already have protection against elemental damage by a decent amount. More so than, you know, other people, like... they don't have protection against elemental damage. They have protection against physical. But yeah, superior monstership. Minor expertise. And rune of clarity. Now, all nice to set up. Cost us a bit, but oh well. Not like we're really hurting on gold right now. And we don't really need to worry about heroes for a while now. At least till nightfall, which is going to be a while. So, now that that's taken care of, Now go hop on the boat. Head over to the temple. So I'm gonna do something that's gonna make me sad. So here's what I would have done with my character if I had the makeup credits. So see? This hell. We would have changed this hell over to something like probably like that. I would think that just stick straight up. That's silly. But yeah, we totally went with something like that. Now I'd have to change the hair color to something more like that. My face, I do like that one. Skin color is fine. But yeah, see, I would want something more like that. But oh well. Now then, to the session menagerie. Why can't I get a yak out of this, well, not more like a water buffalo. Why can't I get a water buffalo as a pet? But anyway. Also I forget, are they, yeah, they're set too aggressive. Let's go over here. Banner specific thing, so they let them outside. Pandas. They were trained with dire pandas. Because they're like pandas, but dire. Not sure for the risk of dire raids from them, but yeah. No, that's taken care of. Then we go back to Lion's Arch. Okay. Now we want to update their builds. Go right here. Comfort animal. Comfort animal. Comfort animal. Then we go boop. And the DJ's back up though. Again. Okay, now that we've got taken care of that, before we add party members back, we might as well go deal with this. Hi, Hoff.
You need me?
I've arranged a match for you against a particularly vicious bounties that only try to encounter the patients that's scheduled in the game. Do until Drinker's name. His pieces are so rare we may never find others like them. Careful if you win, though try to don't take kindly to lose. Let the worky win. Remember, let the worky win. So I go over and now we're going to open him. Also I should switch back to that staff.
You want something, meat?
Big air creatures. Glad pieces will be a great warrior. Eradicate those with the same pieces. I am an original. I am unstoppable. Do you dare face me? Of course I will. Oh, so we get a new map for this. Point Crossing.
You need me?
So, what do I want? Don't really care for ice elemental that much, so... Earth... Fire... Kappa. Yeah, let's start off with fire, why not? So, yeah, he has a Titan and 2 charge things. The first things first, hit with that. Then he's gonna block. Block that. Boop. I said boop. I don't know why I didn't boop. I think I could dodge the spear actually. Good counter. Block. Maybe I should have let him use that, probably. Wait for it. Yep. Perfect. Wait for it. Oh, seriously, he had no one just up his ass. What the hell? Seriously, he's just lobbing a no one out at me. Like, okay, you asshole. No. Good, I got like one back. So yeah, it's like I've got to dodge the spell. Apparently it recharges faster than I thought it did. Oh god, you're starting with that. Wow. I was expecting you to start with that. I tried to dodge, but I failed.
I'm busy.
Well, here's the thing. He has skills I can dodge, which I like. I do like that he has skills that I can dodge. If I time it right. My blast is... Yeah. Eat. Dodge the fireball. Got a message. Okay, the Titan is very bad, by the way. Because he's going to use that. Which is, you know, also... Wait for it. Immediately interrupt that. Okay. Block that. I haven't got a single shot off. Too busy trying to not get hit with his bolt. Oh god, he got the fun to heal. No. Ow. Ow. I've been weakened by death penalty, you asshole. You cheating son of a bitch.
Here comes trouble.
But yeah, Symphonic Heat, you don't want to get hit by that. At all. I press block. No. You screwed up. It's all going to hell now. Should have done lock itself for a reason. Either no, you don't get to use that. We won. Yeah. Freaking Savannah heat. It's like, oh wow, you suffer death penalty. Like, seriously.
You need me?
Congratulations. Now I do defeat Dune Teacher before you return to one piece. Like,
Here comes
seriously,
trouble.
A lower seed, I'm not going to use a lower seed. So there's only one thing left.
Why are you bothering me?
By the way, summon Mersat. Summon Mersat used to be one of my favorite skills, just because you summon a Mersat. Sadly, it doesn't have Spectre Agony. It would be a bit too overpowered for that Spectre Agony. But it's a very nice... It's a very nice skill, because Mersat uses, Invigorating Charge or something? No, not Invigorating Charge. It's basically an ability that applies weakness to targets. Lightning magic that does that. Which isn't bad. Because like the Fire Imp could say that things on fire, I mean, let's go down. So I could go over things. The Ice Imp can basically use Ice Spikes, which is terrible, slows and all that. Stoning's not bad. That's the Rujin that can set things on fire. But this weakens things. Which actually helps a lot with, like, say, Magni, for example. If you weaken Magni, it does a lot less damage. And it also gives you something that can potentially stand up to him. So you could run around in circles while he's dealing with that. But anyway, you have defeated all of the opponents I could find for you. Now time for you and I to go head to head. You come far quite quickly. Far faster than I would have expected considering your mental limitations. Now you must face certain defeat. My tactics have lost my ability legendary, although you have played before are but children compared to my infinite skill and lifetimes of training. Are you certain you're prepared for what lies ahead? Yeah, prepare yourself for an old-fashioned butt-kicking, if indeed, boy.
Oh great, another booker.
So he chooses random-ass things. Probably most all of them would go tail.
You need me?
Yeah. We don't even have a go-tail piece. But we want, hell, what we used last time. There's a Wind Rider, Titan, and a Mantis. I have no idea what the Mantis is going to use. Not sure exactly what pieces you can actually find. I know there's some that you could potentially find at dungeons and stuff, but I mean, I can look this up real quick, I suppose. I do have the ability right here. What does bother me is that they never brought Polymarket to Guild Wars 2. Like, they never built an actual Polymarket in the Guild Wars 1. There is a Polymarket in the Guild Wars 2. You just can't go to it. So anyway, let's search for Polymark. Polymark. There are 27 different Polymark pieces, of which 18 are obtainable for players. So, well, that's a thing. So, let's see what that is. Most of all of the obtainable ones are gold. So, for example, there's the Gaki, which is a dungeon chest reward. There's the Mantis Dreamweaver, which is the Mantis he's using. So it basically has targets for take additional 1 second to cast. Target over 2 times finish damage that foe's cast a spell that's interrupted. So it doesn't have any real good spells, really. I mean, Mursaw Elementalist, I really wish I could have that one. I really wish I could have Mursaw Elementalist. Because it has Mind Shock, along with Shock Arrow and Lightning Strike. It's not bad. Naga Shaman is... oh yeah, Naga Shaman would be great with that Spirit Rift. Oh, and it has something that's about the same as Rising Bile. Yeah, Naga Shaman would be pretty great to have. But after you complete this, there's no real reason to keep doing this. That's the sad part. It's literally... after you complete this fight, there's no real reason for you to do polymorph ever again. It's not like you could do polymorph PvP. You could go back and fight people in, like, you know, the advanced polymorph stuff. But yeah, it's like, why would you though? So here's the thing. Bone Dragons, unobtainable. Char Flamecaller, unobtainable. Char Shaman, unobtainable. Doriac Rider, unobtainable. Dredge, unobtainable. Dwarf, unobtainable. Skeleton, unobtainable. Wraith, unobtainable. Titan, unobtainable, but oh god, he has a Titan, doesn't he? Titan is... I don't like his skills. Frickin' Savannah Heat. Okay. You can get a Stone Rain statue, which is not terrible, not terrible. Wind Rider, which is not terrible. Backfire and all that. In fact, he's gonna use his Wind Rider, isn't he? Which is Backfire is bad and Guilt is bad. Ruby Gin. Oh god, Ruby Gin has Searing Flames and that. Not bad either. But yeah. Anyway. We're gonna start off with a Fire Elemental piece again. Gonna start off with Wind Rider. As long as you don't get guilted, we should be fine. So we start with this. Look at that. We block that. Go boop. We interrupt that. Go boop. Boop. Go some more. We watch what it does. We block. He blocks. Set on fire again. Block that, because he wasted that. Don't wait. Guilt mode. Wait for Guilt to go away. Can't hurt us with Guilt if it's not. That's not the correct use. Block backfire again. Boop. Go boop. You block that now. Wasted power drain. Block again. Kill that. Go. Ooh. Okay, ready for it? Of course you're ready for it. Yup. Okay, that was round 1. Now this one's gonna suck. It's a fun to eat and all that bullshit. No. No, it's fine. No. Got it. Oh, and then just recast. Cyclops. Ow. 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 Ow.
I'm busy.
I really hate Savannah Heat. Oh, seriously, well, F you too. Just gonna start our party. How about no? Dick. Probably gonna regret this, but yeet. Mantis shouldn't have anything too strong, though. Hopefully. So we'll go ahead with this right off the bat. No micro. Going to use that.
Here comes trouble.
First things first, I'm going to smush it. Smoosh. What's he gonna use? What's he gonna use? Gonna use my grab. I love some more. Keep these. Okay. Sure, we take some free hits. So long as we block those. So why ain't I casting that? Nothing's taking that second cast. Unfortunate. But smooch. That's not good. But we still. Because honestly, the Mantis was a very poor choice on his part. Because the Mantis doesn't really have anything, you know, doing damage, really. I mean, sure, it makes your scares cast longer, which is unfortunate. It means he can block your things and interrupt your things a bit easier than. But yeah, it's not like he has anything that does 800 some damage, or at least 600.
You need me?
Can interrupt, but yeah. Grandpa, I'm crashed down that your pure brain can contain all my teachings. Yet here is the proof. I must congratulate myself. I've got out the greatest Pokemon teacher in the world. Yay. So again, that's a summon resort, which isn't terrible. Promise I don't have a space.
You need me?
Build.
Here comes trouble. Why are you bothering me?
So then we could go back and we could technically
You need me?
fight them. Again. Which requires you to have one regular, one uncommon, and one rare. But yeah. Oh, we're so close. Like, that irritates me how close we are. But anyway, that takes care of that, so... The thing is, the majority of the Evan Vanguard quest is there's no real side quests for a while. It's just basically... like, you pretty much finish the whole Evan Vanguard stuff before you even really do side quests. Alright, path to the Doomlord Shrine. Nah, pills. I mean, pill. Yeah, that works. Well, let's go talk to people before we end the video. They take shots at us. Show nightmares of the ceiling. They jump with the dreams for the chart dive beneath for hairy hours. Ask God's glorious once more. Yeah, like a lot of people are gonna be fans of the jar, especially our main group. Burn, charred, scorched, such destruction wounds the land. She's but a shadow from rebuilding. Hightown. Humans believe they are the only intelligent race. They're wrong. We should conduce them to open their eyes. As the saying goes, there are those who can awaken and those who are doomed to sleep. Jar are greatest enemies and possibly hence these stars are strong as ours, but I will not forgive them for what they have done to their homeland. Yeah, I was going to say most of the henchmen are from Ascalon, and yeah. North Side traces jargon. Some things do not end until every enemy lies cold on the battlefield and the land is washed clean. Tell them, my little friend, planning on getting injured again? Yes, I thought so. But I'll go with you to make sure that you're healed, of course. No, don't tell me. Let me read your armor. Going on a journey into dangerous lands and you need me to help. Then again, I'll be 5 go, please. First I dash lines 5. You may not like the chart, but any gardener would too. The edge makes things grow. Well, there you go. Can we all just get along? It's not that I'm a pacifist, I'm just dreadfully lazy. Here's an interesting chart fact. Though they like to play with fire, fur still burns. That is an interesting fact. Fur does still burn. So anyway, but please tell me he's not. I hope he's a ranger assassin. He isn't a ranger dervish. But anyway, so next time we'll go back out and work on these quests. But that's for next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.